What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mars back with another Clash Royale video. And guys, in this video, I've got the best new Royal Giant deck for the new meta in Clash Royale. This might not be the exact Royal Giant deck that you were expecting with like the Electro Wizard and the Barb Barrel and the Heal Spirit, but you still have Royal Giant, Fisherman, and Hunter, as well as the Fireball, so it looks exactly like the typical meta Royal Giant deck, but I like it because you also have the Prince and the Baby Dragon. I also recently just got my RG to max level, so that's pretty exciting. But anyways, guys, let's just hop into some games right now and see if we can get some wins. All right, guys, first game here against Mark O, and let's see. In our starting hand, I mean, we don't have Royal Giant, but I can go in for Skeletons here to start the game and just see what he wants to do. And wow, he's gonna go in for a Miner and Spear Gobs, so I can log back the Miner and hit the Spear Gobs, but I have a feeling he's gonna have a Mega Knight, and let's go in with our Baby Dragon here. Okay, never mind. It looks like he doesn't have a Mega Knight, but he could actually end up having a Mortar. I feel like there's some Mortar decks that go around with like Miner and Knight. Okay, never mind. I'm going to stop guessing what this guy has because this is just such a weird deck. We can Fireball the Magic Archer though, and that's pretty good for us. Get another Baby Dragon hit, so that's great. We could go aggressive with that RG, guys, but I don't know. Okay, so there's his Bomb Tower. And actually, with the Fisherman hitting the Bomb Tower once, we're going to go in for an RG and hold my log and see what else he wants to do. But I think if we go Skeletons here, we might be able to stop one of these guys. I messed up the Skeletons, unfortunately, but take a look at the RG getting a lot of damage already, down to 1141. And we can just go in for a Fisherman here. And he is going to target the Miner first, and then, let's see, the Knight is going to also get pulled eventually. So we still have a small lead in this game. And yeah, he has Magic Archer. And okay, we'll go in for a Baby Dragon here. See if we can get him to play his Magic Archer next to his tower again. And actually, I'm just going to leave those wall breakers right there. And yeah, there is the Magic Archer. That's what we were hoping for. Fireball this quickly, and hopefully the Baby Dragon gets like 2 hits. There we go. That's perfect, down to 703. Okay, I don't know what he's doing with those Spear Gobs on the other side. Those do not matter, but he just spent 8 elixir with all that stuff, and let's go in for a Royal Giant in front of this Hunter. We also have the Skeletons trailing. He's going to have to go in for a Bomb Tower here so we can Fisherman and get the Fisherman on that to help take it out even faster. I love doing that when you have an RG deck. He's going to Tornado that too, but the Fisherman gets on the tower along with the RG, and guys, that's going to be tower right there. So now, with 42 seconds left, guys, can we protect both of our towers? I'm going to go for a Hunter here. And yeah, we do pretty much catch his Miner right there with that Hunter. We can log on top of the Knight and the Magic Archer. And then we'll go in for an RG in the back here on the left. But he still has a lot of work to do on this right-hand side at 772. And yeah, looks like he's going to try to go in there. Let's go for a Fisherman here and just Fireball all of this stuff. And yeah, there goes basically that entire push. We can go in for a Prince here, and hopefully he's going to go to the left. But actually, I mean, there's only 8 seconds remaining, guys. His Miner's going to get pulled off the tower. And guys, we probably would have gotten a 2-crown if we had a little bit more time. But yeah, this RG deck is very smooth to play. All right, guys, game 2 against Fraku 10, and that's a pretty interesting name. But guys, game 1 there was not much of a challenge. We're going to see if game 2 is a little bit tougher, but I got to be careful what I wish for here. This guy's going to have Spear Gobs again, so I'm going to wait to see if he has a Miner. And no, he's going to go in with the Barb Barrel though, so we got to play something there, otherwise he would have gotten a little bit too much damage. But there is my Hunter, and this guy's going to have a Mortar, so I kind of thought that the last guy was going to have a Mortar, but this guy does end up having a Mortar. Good news is the Mortar doesn't really defend the RG very well, but yeah, this is another one. So I'm expecting him to either have Musketeer or a Skeleton Barrel, and he's actually going to have Cannon Cart, guys, so I'm expecting this to be Graveyard, actually. I really think he has a Graveyard, and we're going to have to save our log for defense. But guys, with his Mortar not in cycle yet, at least, and that Cannon Cart being gone, we're going to go in here. And yeah, the Baby Dragon is not going to be targeted yet, so he's going to end up having a Hunter, which is a little bit unfortunate. Again, I really would like to log this, but I do think he has a Graveyard. And, okay, we're going to Fireball here. Yeah, we hit everything there, and then we can pull this Knight back with Skeletons. And yeah, so Guys, it's going to be tough because if you take a look at my deck, we don't have great counters to the graveyard. The Hunter can sit in the graveyard and do a decent job, but otherwise we need to keep the Prince ready and like block the bridge. And he is going to go in.
I am inevitable.
And there we go. We blocked the bridge just as I was just saying with that Prince right there. And the Hunter's actually going to do a decent job. So he went with 10 elixir with the cannon cart and the graveyard, and it only took 9 for me to defend. So that's pretty good for me. And since he just went graveyard, we can log these spear goblins because we can get back to the log probably before his next graveyard. We'll just go Fisherman here so this bar barrel doesn't get any hits. But guys, I wanted a challenge, and we're getting a challenge here because this game is going to be much more difficult than the last game. We can't really go in for an RG there either because he could have just mortared and he would have enough elixir to defend, I think. So yeah, we'll go in for skeletons here with the mortar, and then we can... Oh, guys, I missed the fireball. At least I still hit the cannon cart, so it's not the end of the world, but we're going to log here, actually. Yeah, and then there is his graveyard. So it's going to be a little bit challenging to defend, but guys, he ignored the baby dragon on the other side, and we took him all the way down to 781.
Now that's a lot of damage!
So that was actually really nice, a really nice transaction, and actually, if he was going to go for an offensive mortar like that, we're just going to go in for the RG and take it out. And then we can go Prince here. I'm getting ready for the graveyard at any moment, but we're going to log on top of the spear goblins and the cannon cart, and yeah, he's going to go for another mortar, so we'll go for skeletons in the middle, and then go for a fisherman over here, and then I'll even go in for a baby dragon too. The fisherman's going to be able to tank for the mortar for a little while, though, and then I'll actually just go in for an RG. And yeah, he's going to go for that hunter. That was a pretty useless bar barrel on his part, though. This guy's using a very meta deck, but he's not really playing his cards with like any sense of purpose right now. We have enough elixir to defend the graveyard still at this point. We'll go in for skeletons here, and I'm just ready with the log for the graveyard. And then if he's not going to do that, we'll go for a baby dragon in the back. But guys, I feel like he might have actually just given up. Never mind, he did not give up. He's going to save up. And guys, we will be in trouble here if I didn't have log on defense. That's why I was talking about saving it. As you can see, his cannon cart got a lot of damage. And he did get a lot of damage with that push. But take a look at the right, guys. He did not have enough elixir to defend. And that's going to be a win. It was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be, guys, but win number 2. All right, guys, Jkmaster is going to be the next opponent for us right here. 2-0 with this deck so far. It's very smooth, very powerful so far. Has a lot of good defense with the Hunter, Prince, and then I would imagine... So this guy's going to have Ice Spirit and Tesla. I was going to say, I would imagine if I play against an Expo that it's not going to be too difficult because we have the RG. But I think he could have Expo. Yeah, and with those archers, it's actually probably pretty likely that he has Expo. We're going to go with a Hunter here. And then, yeah, he's going to go with the Expo, so we got to go with the RG. And he is not going to be happy to see that RG. But I don't know why he's spending so much elixir. I actually... Okay, I was going to log, but I'm not going to anymore because... we don't need to defend that stuff. Unfortunately, the Hunter is down to only a sliver of HP, so he's not going to get a hit. Guys, the question is going to be how do we break through? I'm going to cycle a baby dragon here, and we got to get back to an RG as soon as possible. Let's see. He's probably going to go in for another Expo soon. I'm not going to fireball the archers because I think that would be too much elixir. And yeah, the baby dragon's going to get locked on anyway. I'm going to go in for a fisherman here. So now we're only one card away from the RG, and I was expecting him to go in for an Expo right here. But that was actually a really bad night, and now I'm just going to go in for a Hunter in the back, because if he Expos, we have plenty of elixir, and we have our RG to counter it. So he's going to fireball right there, but I can just Prince, and we'll have just enough elixir for an RG if he decides to Expo. And then I'm actually going to log here as soon as the Tesla pops up. Yeah, I was also sort of expecting skeletons. I didn't think he was going to play him right there, though, to be honest. But yeah, the Prince is giving him a little bit of trouble. He's having to spend a lot of elixir and his archers to defend that. So we can just cycle like this and then go in for a Fisherman. And now that we're in double elixir, he's pretty much not going to be able to get any more Expo locks, at least I would imagine. Let's see if we can fireball this. And yeah, we can fireball that Expo and hit his tower. And we also hit the Knight too, so that was pretty nice. We'll log here too, guys. Expo games oftentimes come down to spell cycle, and if we have a good damage lead over this guy, he has fireball and log too, so he's not going to be able to like get more damage than me. But again, we got to stay cautious here with our RG. Actually, that was a bad hunter because he can fireball this. Yeah, there's his fireball. I thought he was going to hit my tower though, and he didn't, so we're fine. And we got to be ready for an expo though, pretty much at any point. And there it is. So we can go for the RG on the far right side here, and the RG is not going to get touched by the Tesla. And then as long as we have the Fisherman there too, I don't think this expo is going to have enough health. Oh, and there we go. As anytime he gives us any sort of log value too, we can definitely take that. And will the RG get a hit? He actually has to go in for a Tesla there. And guys, we're literally just cycling, as you can see. This is why a lot of players don't really like Expo, because it's very annoying to play against, and the games are somewhat boring and just long. And yeah, but we'll see. We have a good lead here, guys. Let's log here, and I was expecting him to Expo, and there it is. So we'll just RG over here. I guess he thought I was going to put the RG on the far right side again because the Tesla would have hit it. But now I think after it takes out this Expo, I think it's going to go to the left. Oh, it does actually come to the right, so we'll go in for a baby dragon here. Okay, I didn't really need that baby dragon, to be honest, but we'll just make sure we're cycling here. And yeah, we'll cycle a log on the Expo, and then it's going to lock onto the Fisherman, though. So he's not going to get that tower lock. Baby dragon is already on top of the Expo anyway, so we're fine there. And then, guys, we might actually try to go aggressive here to try to get some tower damage. I'm going to go in for that fireball. And we timed it well. He does have a lot of archers down, but we get an RG hit. And as long as I can get a Fisherman down, log all of this stuff, and then go in for an RG, we should be okay. And I'm actually just going to fireball on top of everything right here. His Expo was pretty low, so I figured one fireball would take it out. And yeah, as you can see, guys, we have a huge lead in this game. I did actually kind of mess up here, though, with that Prince. So we'll go in for a Fisherman, and then a log, and then a fireball. But now that the Prince is in front of my tower, we're going to be okay. I can just fireball. And then we'll go in for like a hunter over here. Yeah, Prince is going to take that out. And then we'll go in for an RG like this to make sure that the hunter doesn't get hit next. And then we'll go in for a baby dragon. But guys, we actually ended up getting a lot of tower damage on this guy and easily winning this game. So that's going to pretty much be it. Oh, I thought the baby dragon was actually going to lock on too. Wow, we were almost able to actually take his tower. And yeah, he's going in for one last Desperation Expo, but wow. We take him all the way down to 475, and my towers were both over 2,000, so guys, Expo had no chance against this deck. Alright guys, let's see if Destructor here has any sort of chance against this deck. I like this starting hand. I can just wait to see what he plays, and he's going to go in for a Night Witch though, so I don't really like that. If this is Golem or Elixir Golem, it's going to be a tough matchup. We do have Fisherman, though, so we'll see if he goes in for, like, one of those two things. And he's actually just going to go for a Mini P.E.K.K.A. So, wow, we can Skeletons, and then maybe... I didn't know if I really needed that Hunter right there, but, okay, it's still looking like Golem, honestly, with the Lumberjack. And the Hunter is going to do a good job taking him out, but we won't really get a ton of damage on the counter push. Maybe one hit from the Hunter, but no, not even that. So now we have the Prince coming in, and let's see what he does. And guys, what is he doing? Okay, guys, so this guy played like 3 cards, and then he gave up. But, yeah, we'll take that easy win and move on to game number 5. All right, guys, we're against I Cycle Fast, and this is actually really... I thought for a second that this was actually Cycle Fast, like... my friend who has been in some videos, but he's going to go in for a log, so we went for skeletons, and now I'm just going to wait, and he's going to have bats and skeletons. Wow, so he is cycling fast. He's staying true to his name. Guys, he has Heal Spirit, log, skeletons, and bats. What the heck is this dude using? And I feel like he actually has an RG. He's going to go for Fireball Log right there, though. I still feel like he has a Royal Giant for some reason. We're going to log his Fisherman and then go for a Baby Dragon to try to limit its damage. And he says thanks there. I'm not sure why. I still don't know what this guy's using, but he is cycling as fast as possible. So, you know, at least he's not trying to catfish me with his name, like using Golem and trying to say cycle fast. Baby Dragon there is going to put in some work, though. And I don't want to go in for an RG yet still until I actually know if he's using anything real. But we'll go in for a Fisherman. And I feel like he has an RG still. I really do. And there it is, guys. Of course, we knew it was coming.
I feel shocked.
And let's see here, guys. We're going to need to try to go in for a hunter. Yeah, we'll go in for the hunter now so that his fisherman doesn't pull that. And wow, guys, the counter push that we're about to get, I think. Oh, but he... Wow, guys, his fisherman there, I don't know if that was lucky or if he knew that was going to happen, but that was a pretty good interaction for him. And now he just played a fisherman at the bridge. And let's see, his hunter gets one hit right there. Baby dragon, though, is going to be counter pushing, and he got so much damage there, though. I don't know how that happened. He's probably going to go for bats here, and yeah, so he did just play his fisherman, though, at the bridge, and I don't know if that was a good play or not. So as we get close to double elixir here, guys, he's BMing so much, it would be very satisfying if we could win this game. And he just played his hunter in the back, so I don't think he has fisherman yet, but we'll go for a fisherman here. And yeah, as you can see, guys, he did not have his fisherman ready. He did not have his hunter ready either, and we're going to be able to pull his hunter too. We can log this, and we're right back in this game. He's obviously going to go for an RG, and we can go for a hunter. So he will pull the hunter away, but the prince is going to charge into his RG right there and get a lot of damage on that RG. And then, let's see, guys. I think we need to go in for an RG because he just used his fisherman, and then we'll use our fisherman too to pull away his hunter. And if we can get a few hits right there, that would be nice. Okay, we get 2, so this might actually end up going to a 2-2 game, but let's go for a prince right here. Yeah, we knew he was going to go for an RG, so let's log this back. Guys, will his RG get a hit? It doesn't get a hit, and wow, we might win now. 286, let's fireball his tower, cycle as fast as we can, just like this guy's name says to do. And the prince actually gets there, so I didn't even have to. But guys, he was BMing so much, and it's very satisfying to beat someone when they're BMing the crap out of you. But there we go, 5-0 with this deck. I had honestly never used this deck before, guys, but as you can see, there we go once again, off to an easy 5-0 start, and whenever you can get 5-0 in a classic challenge, that's definitely a good way to start out. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's battles. If you made it this far in the video, definitely click the like button and the subscribe button right now. Doing those little things takes like 1 or 2 seconds, but it benefits my channel tremendously, and I really appreciate it. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video, and thank you so much for watching once again. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Clash Royale video.